Hello, everyone. This is the next episode of the Full Power Structure Deck Duel series. In the last episode, we had the very fun Zombie Madness versus the Dragon's Roar deck. So definitely go check that out if you haven't after this, because right now, this is where you need to be. So in this episode, we got the Fury from the Deep and Blaze of Destruction Yu-Gi-Oh decks released in also 2005, similar to the previous decks, but these are a lot cooler because they're themed on fire and water. It just makes sense. So let's get started. I will be playing the Fury from the Deep deck, while Egg Jake over here will be playing the Blaze of Destruction deck. Both decks are very interesting. I definitely remember them. And yeah, you got any memories about these?
Surprisingly, no. I definitely had them both. I don't have any real specific memories. I do remember this being around the time like I was into it enough that I was dueling myself when I didn't have friends to play with. You shuffle up. I mean, it doesn't work because you know what the other person is going to do. But right. I definitely remember fire versus water just being like, oh, I gotta put those against each other. Yeah.
I remember from I believe I was at a birthday party, and there was a guy there. He brought some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I don't remember if this was like the Fury from the Deep deck, but I definitely remember him having a Legendary Ocean Daedalus deck, and just kind of. That was really the first time in Yu-Gi-Oh! I can recall seeing someone just having this just complete field-wiping nuke attack that wasn't like a Dark Hole or a Raigeki. That just blew my mind. I think that's what imprinted this Daedalus just in my brain forever. And I remember seeing the Daedalus deck, the Blaze of Destruction, in probably about like I would say like the summer of 2005 is probably when I recall seeing them. And I was like, oh, I definitely need that. I definitely at least need the water deck. Yeah, so, okay, I'm gonna just summon 2, and that'll be my turn. So, yeah, these two decks definitely have a big impression. I mean, I've made decks kind of based off of this on my channel. I made one, it was a Fire Return Flame Emperor deck that involved banishing stuff.
Changing your monster to defense.
Ooh, okay. Going with the burn strategy. One involving Flame Emperor and banishing cards, and then one of Ocean Dragon Lord Neo Daedalus, because when that card first came out, it didn't have the prerequisite of it needed to be tributing a Levia Dragon, so it was much easier to summon. It was very broken, and rightfully so. It was eroded very quickly. So if you're looking to get that version, definitely look for like the card itself, or maybe ask about it. I do have a playset of the pre-errata version, and that's really cool. So you have level limit area B. So the thing with Blaze of Destruction is that there's two different ways to play it, because it's really like two fire decks combined into one. One being a beatdown, like a super fire beatdown, one being a stall deck. So it looks like
I'd say neither of them is great. I had a hard time putting this deck together because there weren't really enough cards to follow either one, and the spells and traps especially really benefited towards the burn. However, the monsters didn't actually benefit towards the burn as much, so you're kind of gonna see a hybrid that probably isn't great, but we'll see what it does.
That's fair. And for the record, I am playing the errata version Neo Daedalus, so if I do have it and I want to summon it, I'll have to use Levia Dragon to do so.
Levia Dragon.
He's got the Dragon Balls. You know what? Okay, I'll just have my turn here. Okay, you're summoning Raging Flame Sprite, so it can attack directly, and every time it does, it gains 1,000 attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, I will take 100 damage. Now it has 1100 attack. And this is great for level limit because it can go underneath of that.
Yeah, that's why this ended up becoming kind of one of the main strategies. I don't know how well any of these will play together, but we'll see.
Well, hey, you know, it works, and what works for you also works for me. I am activating the Snatchest of Steel. Alright, I'm going to attack directly for 1100. Anything? Oh, yep, go through. Alright, main phase 2.
Wait, put another...
Alright, yeah. I'll put a counter now. It's 2100. I'll set a card, and I will end my turn with that. Yeah, this was kind of... Like, in many ways, it was easy and tough to build my deck, because there is a lot of good cards similar to the previous decks. You know, you got Pot of Greed, Snatch Steal, that kind of stuff. So a lot of times I'm like, alright, this is definitely at least 2 or 3 of. But since you have so much of those cards, it really filled it up. It kind of reminds me of like Chaos, the 2004 Chaos format in that regard, because since there were so many powerful cards that were available, it's like, well, what do I add to this deck? Like, how do I make it my own and unique to that? Let's see here. Well, I have no reason not to continue what I'm doing with his 2100 direct attacking. The thing with level limit area B, it works for you too. It's not just me. It's like the entire field. Which makes
here again, Snatch Steal MVP.
Yes, you can see why Snatch Steal, like, still to this day in as of recording this, August of 2021, Snatch Steal is still a banned card. So that shows its power.
All right. Stand by. I will gain my.
Yep, you'll gain 1,000.
Yep.
Yeah, now Raging Flames Fries at 3,100. This guy can destroy Blue Eyes right now. Oh shit.
So I will target Snatch Steal. Oh, sorry. So when he is summoned, I can remove from play up to 5 monsters, fire monsters, my graveyard, and destroy a number of spell or trap cards on the field equal to that. So I will obviously be destroying Snatch Steal, and we'll say this one.
Okay, so I will give you back him. I will chain I will chain Mystical Space Typhoon to get rid of your face down card, because I don't know what that is, and that's kind of scary. Okay, Call of the Haunted. Okay. Yeah, I love Eternal Flame Emperor's design, but, like, he's not a good card.
I mean, it was my only out right now, so yeah, I'll take it.
That's true. Like, he works, because, like, these decks are supposed to be against each other. It's a 3,100. Ouch.
Although, to consider, you said it's, you know, they're supposed to go against each other. Again, it was Snatch Steal doing the work. MVP.
Yeah.
But
but still, you know, you can... They have, like, many ways to go against each other. But otherwise, Eternal Flame Emperor, it's like he's the vampire genesis of the set.
I think he's a little bit better. I mean, destroying spell and traps. I wish he had a special summon. Like, you know,
yeah, that would make him
maybe instead
better.
of tribute, you know, you remove from play X number of fire in your grave and destroy spell and traps that way, as opposed to tribute and then do this. So,
right.
I mean,
I think what also would improve it if that it was this card cannot be special summon first. You know, like, it maybe if you tribute it then later, because if it's into the graveyard, it's stuck there. Like, you can't bring it back unless you somehow move it from the graveyard to the hand or back to the deck. I think I will Snatch Steal. Baby! Give me that boy. Raging Flame Sprite. Okay, next, I will attack directly for 4,100. Youch! Okay, main phase 2. I will set one more card and end my turn. Yeah, Snatch Steal. Yeah, it's a scary card. Like, it is the game ender apparently. But now I know what strategy you're using. Well, the thing is, like, in some ways, level limit kind of helped me, because then you couldn't use you can attack with Flame Emperor or, like, Great Angus or anything.
Yeah.
So the question is, do I want to put more, like, backward destruction, or is, like, well, if that's gonna help me in the long run. All right, so you're going first here. All right. I definitely have a different hand. I will say my starting hand last time was pretty crappy.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened 2 duels in a row. I have 20 monsters and 20 spell and traps, and both games I've managed to just draw a handful of monsters.
Hey, you want to hear my Barack Obama impression? I have monsters, and I have some traps.
All right.
You never know what you're going to get, but right now you're getting 7-color fish attacking into your face-down monster. UFO turtle. I actually had this card back in elementary school. It was a rare, I believe, from Magic Ruler, and I don't think I had any targets for it because there wasn't any good fire monsters for quite some time. Yeah, I just remember having this card and it's a holo, which was cool, but I couldn't use it. Solar Flare Dragon. I cannot attack it while you control another pyro monster, and during your end phase, I take 500 damage. All right. So I think I will set one. I think I'll set one and pass. I think that's the play. I don't like that hum. That could mean anything.
It's a decision.
Okay. I definitely get those.
I'll go with this.
Ooh, god fucking damn. Yeah, I could have prevented that, but
I'll attack directly.
Blazing
and
Apache.
Phase, you take 500.
1850. Man, what that 50 points. I tell you what. I will activate a legendary ocean, which increases all my water monsters by 200 attack and defense.
Okay.
And it also reduces level by 1. I don't know why I keep thinking this, but until recently I kept thinking that this reduced level by 2.
Well, because 1 is much more frequently less useful.
Right, yeah. I feel like if they had 2, this card would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I cannot attack Solar Flare Dragon because of Blazing Apache. But I'll still summon Mother Grizzly, which she will have 1600 attack instead.
Okay.
And I will set another card and end my turn because I cannot do anything except for trying to defend myself. And sometimes attack position monsters are the best defense. I think it's kind of funny of all the just think about the searcher monsters or the recruiters. That the water one is a bear, the fire one is a turtle.
Turtle machine.
The wind one is a big ass bug. Ooh, Thestalos.
I will discard this card from your hand.
Okay, you discarded Call of the Haunted.
Okay. And
what shall you do? You have so many decisions to make and so little time.
Main phase 2.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I will change this to defense.
Interesting.
I'll just go to my end phase for now. You take 500.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that burn.
It was probably a mistake, but I don't know if I could take out the next thing that you summon, and
that is fair.
Now do it on your turn. I think it was a poor choice, but we shall see.
I will say the downside with the Legendary Ocean that Umi does have the advantage that Umi will weaken fire monsters, and I also believe machines. Legendary Ocean does not weaken any monsters on the field.
I suppose. I don't think that's the... I think that's more of an outdated thing. I think the reducing by levels, I mean, maybe not in this specific deck, but that's a much better feature than... Especially because it's a specific type. In this matchup,
absolutely.
Umi would be better, but in a generic matchup, it's well, if you run a type nobody runs, you're gonna really regret it.
Yeah, no, Legendary Ocean absolutely... for the saying, it blows it out of the water.
Boo.
All right, I will activate Hammer Shot, and I will slam the mallet down on Thestalos, for it is the highest.
I should have done something different.
Let's see, next, now that I'm allowed to attack that, so I will attack that. with my Mama Bear. And I will end my turn with that. A Legendary Ocean, that came out in Legacy of Darkness, I think. That's set 2003. I always get which one coming out first. I think it was Labyrinth of Nightmare, then Legacy of Darkness. I believe that was the order. I always get those mixed up because they sound so similar in name.
Alright, I'm going to special summon this in defense by...
Okay, you must banish a fire monster.
Yep.
If that destroys a monster at battle. This card would be so busted if its stats were swapped.
Yeah. And I will normal summon this. And I will simply go to my end phase.
Alright.
So you take 500.
You know, what are the chances like
this? I still have not drawn a spell or trap, and it's really irritating me.
How many are you playing?
20! Half of my deck!
Wow. You know, this is probably the first time, like, this is probably the first time I'm playing this less amount of monsters. Usually I do like to play 20, because I just like the 20, you know?
Yeah, it feels balanced. I mean,
yeah.
If there was more generic power spells, I might do it more, but unfortunately, there's the Pot of Greed and the Snatch Steal, of course, and then some MSTs. But then after that, like, the spell and trap game in this one is not the strongest, so I was actually thinking of almost running more monsters, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would be even more angry at my bricking right now.
I did consider running some more monsters. I think my very first build had, like, way more monsters. I'm like, there's no way, because I made this mistake in the past. And just like there's just so many good back row cards in this deck. Okay, the problem is, and that there isn't a ton of great monsters otherwise, but there's enough. There's definitely enough. So I'm going to normal summon Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness, aka vanilla flavored Kaiser Seahorse. And then, since he gets the Umi boost, he's at 2,000 attack. So, I'll enter my battle phase. I'll attack Inferno with Sea Serpent. The Muzza Grizzly will attack for 100 damage.
Now, can I draw a spell or trap?
Sure.
No, I cannot.
Really?
Nope.
You've gone through a quarter of your deck. Yeah, about a quarter of your deck.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think the big problem with Mother Grizzly in this deck, though, and I so decided to like run it in my deck, was that it doesn't have great targets, because all the weaker water monsters in this deck are pretty bad. Like maybe Amphibious Bugroth MK2 might be the best one. Attack with Sea Serpent. Great Angus, man. Setting Great Angus is a play. Attack for 16.
If I could just draw one, I think at this point almost any of the spell or traps in the deck, barring a.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
God.
No. Dude, you need Heart of the Cards.
I truly do not understand how this is happening.
Oh man. Oh man.
And the thing is, like, I have like some good plays. Like, if almost any spell or trap comes up at this point, I would be okay.
You hate to see it. You really do. Same thing. I'm going to attack with Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness. 2 Great Angus. That is some high quality beef I'm destroying there. Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Okay, see, this isn't exactly what I need, but it will help me. So you both of those go to defense. Okay.
I didn't want to do it because I'm like, but he seems so happy.
What will I set this turn?
Like it was good game 1, but game 2, okay, I think I can live without it. Tried and true. That's all I can say about that.
That's not what I meant to do, but...
And attack for 16. Just slow and steady. Slow and steady. Slow and bready. Got 16, 16, 16. Oh, man.
No, not even a pot of greed.
Do you have any, like, destruction cards in your deck? Wait, no, you have Tribute to the Doomed. And
I didn't run it.
There's one other card, I believe, that...
But the thing is, your monsters really aren't a threat. Like... They wouldn't be much of anything if I could just draw something that wasn't just a monster.
Yeah, but here we are.
At least this will
turtle.
buy me some turns. Okay.
Well, you only have one other UFO turtle.
What did you say?
Yeah, this is your last UFO turtle, so...
Okay.
So you'll take 200. And you get another search.
Yes. And
what will he float into? Let me know down below.
What's really sad is there is very few targets left in my deck because I've gone through so many monsters.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have like any targets other than Mother Grizzly in my deck.
I guess I should have attacked it earlier, huh?
Because I'm like, well, I can like float into itself, but other than that, like I don't want to run any of the other crap targets. Yeah, that'll my turn. So I'm like, well, the least I can do like is have some tributes if I need to. Darkroom Nightmares. Every time I take damage, I'll take 300 more, and then the Whittle Chimera, which that
so
increases.
You lose.
Oh shit.
400 attack, so, and I gain 500.
So I'll lose 200 because of Legendary Ocean.
Right. Okay.
Alright, so Mother Grizzly will be at 1200.
1200.
Sea Serpent at 16.
Okay. And I will take out Sea Serpent.
Alright, I will chain Tornado Wall, so I won't take any battle damage.
Okay.
But they'll still be destroyed, so.
Okay. And then end phase, you take 500 plus 300.
Which, if my math serves me correct, is 800.
Yeah. This still isn't a great play, but it's something.
Look, it definitely worked. Alright.
But I'm just waiting for, let's see, Snatch Steal. In your hand of 6 cards, you have to have something.
I will say, I have yet to draw Snatch Steal this game. And I am running 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you regret? Did you not draw a spell that you wanted? Did you not yet? Huh. Interesting. I think I have 4 monsters left in my deck at this point. 23 cards, and I'm pretty sure. No, I think it's 5. I think there are 5 monsters in my deck of 23 cards left.
Oh man. Well, I will tribute Mother Grizzly for Mobius the Frost Monarch, and I will destroy your Darkroom Nightmare. Let's see. So Mobius will be at 2200 attack.
Mm-hmm.
So Little Chimera is at 1100. Solar Flare is at 19? No, 2000.
2000.
Okay. So next I'll activate Premature Burial. I'll pay 800 life points. And I will special summon Sea Serpent, the Warrior of the Darkness. Alright, battle phase, Mobius will attack Little Chimera. And then I will attack Solar Flare Dragon now that stats are back to normal for 500. And I'll end my turn with that. I didn't have Snatch Seal, but I certainly have other cards.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I forgot that he had the boost.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Man, you really just like, I'm screwed, no matter what. I got choices, so I think I'll go just the plain Jane attack.
Alright.
Ooh, Call of the Haunted. Ooh! Okay. Main phase 2.
Can I get an MST?
No MST.
Okay. Is it a Snatch Steal?
No Snatch Steal. I will summon Tribe Infecting Virus. And I'll activate his effect. Discarding that target pyro monsters, and I'll end my turn there. This is a biblical flood, baby! What you got? What do you got? Man! Wipe out! Jesus.
That was... I don't know how I managed to not draw one of my 3 Snatch Steals, one of my 2 Molten Destructions, one of my 2 Premature Burials, one of my 3 Pot of Greeds, my other level limit area B.
I'm shocked I didn't see like any of those cards.
Yeah, me too.
In the same vein, like I did not draw into a single Levia Dragon, which I'm kind of sad because that is one of my like top 3 favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Is like the regular Levia Dragon Daedalus.
Oh, sigh.
Yeah, so
I'm a little bitter about that one.
Yeah.
The first duel was not a bad duel. This one was you also kind of bricked there for like 3 turns, but you had 2 monsters, and I just could, like, if I had anything, I could have probably swung it a little bit earlier, but you managed to get, like, 6 cards in your hand, just beating the same 2 over and over.
I mean, I could have played more aggressive Stern. Like, I've had Premature Burial for a while and Mobius for a while, but, like, I didn't need to use it, so I was playing a lot more conservatively this game than I have in the past, because I'm trying to learn from my mistakes of the past, where I was doing well, then I just got, like, bodied. If you enjoy this video, check out the other ones. This is not a suggestion. This is, I'm forcing you to. So yeah, I'll see you all later.